it's not often, the MC's job is to warm the crowd up, not make it fucking smaller. That is fucking well harsh. It's like, I don't know, 60 of it, now there's like fucking 56 of you. That's great. Anyway, joke's on them. Hello, my name is Pablo. It's great to be here. Who likes cocaine? I do. Pew, pew, pew. Good evening, folks. Right, so the reason is there's another smaller room where they put on like solo shows. I'm actually going to be doing my solo show there on Sunday. I know. Don't cheer too much. I am shit. Some of you come 4 days early and in the wrong fucking room. No, good. All right, that's all right. Yeah, the show I'm doing is a show called Shit Socialist. It is a self-titled show. I'm the anti-hero of the show. If you don't know much about socialism, basically, if you're a socialist, you don't believe in things such as private property or in archaic institutions such as marriage. In the last 2 years, bought my first house, got married. That's how shit I am, all right? Yeah, married man, as you can tell from the rock that I got. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this ring, complete surprise. I didn't know I was getting it on the day she gave it to me, on the day. And because of that, people always want to know the significance of the ring, so I'll explain it to you. The inside layer is titanium, because that suggests the strength for the relationship, The outside layer is African blackwood, because that's what they make clarinets out of. A musician shows my artistic side. And the blue tack signifies she doesn't know what size ring I wear. But, every relationship needs a bit of blue tack now and then, doesn't it, We've been together now, so we've been married, say, about 2 years, and we've been in a relationship for 5 years. 5-year long relationship, that is not a long time, but it's long enough. All right, it's long enough. I'll give you an idea what 5 years does to you in a relationship. If anyone is here, been together a few months, something like that, you will make love on a nightly basis, fall asleep in each other's arms, woken only as the sun comes through the blinds. All right? When you've been together 5 years, I was in bed with my wife last night, and my leg touched hers for a second, and she told me to fuck off. 5 years. That's all it took. But yeah, the wedding, I loved our wedding. We had a great wedding day. My dad was my best man. Yeah, I know, 83 years old. I was 83, I know. Needless to say, when your best man is 83, I did not get him to organise the stag do. Can you imagine that? I'd be the only stag in history to get a lap dance off a stripper called Beryl. No, and that's the thing, as I said, I'm a socialist, so do you have a stag do? Is that sexist? I don't know. And also, I'm not much of a lad, because it's meant to be get all the lads together, isn't it? Lads! Put out the call, don't you? Lads! And they all come out the trees, don't they? Lads, 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 lads. Lads. Go somewhere dirty like Blackpool, When you're up there, get a load of beers in, load of shots, maybe a bit of paintballing, a few more beers, a few more shots, a bit of go-karting, a few more beers, a few more shots. Maybe go to the titty bar. Titty bar! Oi, oi! We went to a comic book convention. Fucking loved it. Has anyone here been to a comic book convention? Yeah, well, there was a soul geek there. Yeah, hello. He was like, yes. Yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. A lot of fun, aren't they? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. You should do what you want to do, not what you think you have to do. If you've not been, this guy and me, go. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. It's a lot of fun. You get celebrities there signing autographs, people selling merchandise. Also, people dressed up as their favourite characters from comic books and films, all right? And not just men, lots of women as well. Lots of women now, right? Dressed up as their favourite characters. And they look fantastic in their cosplay. Although I must admit, I did notice a weird theme emerging with some of the women cosplayers, in that a lot of them were dressed up as sexy versions of characters that were never meant to be sexy in the first place. There was one woman there dressed up as a sexy Sonic the Hedgehog. Could you make Sonic sexy, sir? Probably. Yes! Fucking put it there. I'm not shaking his hand. What? Of course Sonic is sexy. I mean, come on, think of the speed of the hand jobs. Then in the end, you jizz rings. Fucking... It's about 7 or 8 of you getting a mid-90s video games reference. Nice one. That's very good, yeah. So I do like this show about being a political activist, although a shit one. And I've done various shit here, which is why I'm glad the trainee copper has fucked off. It's probably for the best. But no, I kind of got switched on to politics because when I was growing up, because of racism, obviously not a victim myself, but when I saw it, I never understood it. Like, I had different examples growing up. I'm originally from Poole in Dorset, right on the south coast, all right? Now, if you don't know that part of the world, it's a beautiful part of the world. Go and visit. Absolutely beautiful. It's also an exceptionally white part of the world. All right? So when you get racism from there, it's not based on, like hate-filled. It's just based on pure bloody ignorance. Like, I tell you what, my very first job, right, was working in a pub in Poole. A guy came in one day and went, all right, mate, has Black Pete been in? Black Pete? How bad is that? A nickname based purely on the colour of his skin. And do you know what made it worse? I knew exactly who he meant. So, sorry, left 10 minutes ago with Chinese Dave. Sorry. The other side I used to have was from my mum's family. My mum's originally from Accrington, further up into Lancashire, near like Blackburn and Burnley and that. That is very different. It's a very diverse part of the world. So when you get racism from there, genuinely disturbing. Like my gran, she came out of a pill at one time. She was like complaining about some shop in Blackburn where by all accounts there's like 3 Asian women outside. She said, it was ridiculous, the number of them. Ridiculous. It was like Bangladesh. Full of Pakistanis. I know. Did you know Bangladesh has got an immigrant problem? Apparently, yes, it fucking has. But I met different people through my activity and stuff, people I would never have met. Like one of my closest friends when I was at uni as an activist was my friend Makola. Makola had come here with his family from the Democratic Republic of Congo as a refugee, all right? You do not meet these people in Dorset, all right? It was very unique. And I learned a lot through being around him. But like one time, I stayed with him and his family down in London. We were doing an event down there. And it's the first time I'd been there in the home. First time I met the family. And we got in quite late one night. So he said, I'll see you, we'll have some leftovers in the fridge. So he was going in the fridge, getting food out to put in the microwave. His mum comes in, sees what he's doing, and is aghast. Pulls him to one side and says to him, you can't give him that food. That's African food. And he had to say to her, don't worry, Mum, it won't kill him. It's not like putting diesel in an unleaded. All right? And the food was great. But like the next night, right, I'm staying with them again. But this time, I arrive back at a normal time, all right? So I'm eating the meal with the whole family. So we're all sat around the table, different food coming out, like spiced fish, yams, plantain, chips. Great, getting tucked in. And it was only halfway through the meal, though, that I realised that I was the only one who had been given chips. Because his mum had obviously spent the night before thinking, what do white people eat? What do white people eat? What's it? Chips! And I tell you what, the idea, as racial stereotypes go, the idea that all white British people love eating chips, fucking spot on, isn't it? What a gracious host. I'll just leave it on this. I live in Salford, not too far away. It's a great part of the world. I like it. People think of it as being rough. The equivalent in Liverpool is all of it. Fucking know it's true. No, but I love it. Like people in Liverpool, Salford, they stick by you. They're resilient people. Resilient. Give you an idea how resilient. There's a restaurant round the corner from me that only changed its name 6 months ago, right? It's an Italian restaurant named after a goddess. Yeah. The name of the restaurant? Isis. Genuinely true. Swinton in Salford, Isis. And they only changed their name 6 months ago. Why? Because it is owned by Salford people. And they're going, we're not changing our name. They can change their fucking name. I'm telling you, when people think of ISIS, they think of spaghetti carbonara and garlic breads. And it must be difficult for the official branch of ISIS. Nobody thinks of them lads. Out there in the desert planning the next escapade. Get their meeting disturbed by a phone call. Oh, one moment. Hello. It's a woman from Preston wants to know if we can see 12 tonight. No, you're right, it is too short notice. No, we can't do it. She says she's going to give us a bad review on TripAdvisor. Be a killer, wouldn't it? Well, I think that's why the restaurant changed its name. The TripAdvisor reviews must not have helped. If you're like me, local resident, thinking, should we go to that Italian round the corner? I don't know, look it up online. 1-star review, what does that say? Chained me to a radiator for 3 weeks, then chopped off my friend's head. I don't fancy it. Well, it's a 5-star review. What does that say? Came for the jihad, stayed for the 72 virgins. Highly recommended. All right, good. So that's where I live. Listen, I've been Pablo. If you want a bit of beak, see me later. There's no coppers around. We got them to fuck off. But seriously, just quick plug. I said the show that I'm doing, Shit Socialist, it is on Sunday. I'll give you out a flyer in the break. If any of you get to come down into the smaller room there, it's a lovely little room. You're going to love it. And if you do come, make sure you go to the right fucking room. I'm Chris Tavner. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. Cheers.